On the first part of our morning show today, we're talking about an event going on next weekend, the annual Lone Rock 4th of July celebration, Thursday, July 3rd and Friday, July 4th. In the studio to talk about that very subject, Chairperson Angela Larson, and also Stetson Clary is here to talk about one of the unique events with this year's celebration. Well, first of all, we'll start with you, Angela. You're the chairperson, so that's quite an undertaking to take part in this because there's a huge bunch of events going on that weekend.
Really, my husband and I were just looking to get involved a little more in the community. We know that he was invited to actually 3 years ago, he was invited to one of the 4th of July meetings, and he realized very quickly that there's just a few older ladies that are putting on this whole event for the whole community, and they really needed some help and some kind of new blood in there. So my husband signed me up. No, he helps quite a bit with the grounds, and Ryan Larson. So that's how we kind of got involved. And then last year I kind of took on, we were members the first year, and then last year kind of took on a role with, I'm an accountant by profession, so naturally I helped with from that aspect, paying the bills and things, and just organizing and helping out. So here I am.
And 1 week from today, it all starts. What happens next Thursday, the 3rd?
Yes. So next Thursday, we will open the concession stand at 5 o'clock down there at Fireman's Park in Lone Rock, and then there'll be a DJ, the Doc's DJ, so that'll be fun. And then there'll be an old timers baseball game down there, and that starts at 8 o'clock. So anybody is welcome to just come and have fun and hang out, watch the game, and Are the teams set then, or have they figured out who's playing? I'm actually not quite sure on that. I know we have Adam, who is Adam Reno, who is organizing that. I believe he has some in mind.
Okay.
So that have already committed to it. So,
I was just curious in case you're looking for some other old guys here or something, but
I mean, you're welcome to come down.
I'll bat with my cane. Yes. Your marketplace then that's always popular, and it sounds like really full this year, Angela.
Yes. So there are, trying to look here, there are, I believe, 8 or 9 vendors signed up currently. We have Gina's Creations, we'll have Party Light, Candles and Accessory, King's Honey, North Earth Crystal and Gifts, Forever Wood Turning, Emma's Veggies and Baked Goods, and then Kelly Quinn has some paparazzi and some other Color Street, Red Aspen Nail, Tupperware type of things, and then Inspired Nutrition, and I believe there will probably be a couple more, and more are always welcome to sign up and as well. I know there is a form if you go out on our LoneRock4thofJuly.org website. There is a form there, or if you just contact us, we also have the Lone Rock 4th of July Facebook page. You can also contact us through that.
Where is the marketplace located?
So it will be right at Fireman's Park. Kind of when you come in, there's a parking lot, and it'll be just right there, kind of set up along the parking lot. So everything is very close vicinity, and from the concession stand, and then the splash pad's right there, and we'll have other things as well.
For those with a lot of ambition, I know your water walk run is back this year.
Yes. So that was a lot of fun last year. At 8 o'clock, that kicks off, and that's being put on by the River Valley track team, or I'm not sure if it's the track team or the cross country team, if that's the same thing. But they will meet right there down at Fireman's Park, and that starts at 8 o'clock. And the fun thing about that is, so it's a 5K through town, through Lone Rock, and residents are encouraged to set up sprinklers and spray them with water hoses as they are running by. So kind of unique and fun, and keep them cool. So.
And that's a fundraiser, and I believe Steve Stetler was in the studio last year, so I think Cross Country for River Valley is going to be the benefactor of that. But they put it on, and they'd like to see some good numbers for that this year.
Yes. So I'm not sure how many they have signed up so far, but I think you just show up and run.
You're entered. Yeah.
You're in.
Well, one of the long-standing things with the Lone Rock 4th of July celebration is the parade. I mean, I went to it as a small child, too, so it's got a lot of tradition, and it seems like it gets bigger every year, Angela.
Yes, the parade is always a good time. If there are any businesses or any organizations or anyone that would like to be in the parade, the lineup, they just meet over there by the library. And let's see here, from 10:15 to 10:45, that registration will be open. It's free to enter. You just come and get a number and tell us who you are, and they'll announce you, and you just get in line. And it's always a lot of fun. Lots of candy being thrown and handed out, and I remember last year it was pretty hot, but hopefully it's going to be nice weather this year, and it's not going to rain this year, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, there you go. You got it already planned.
Yeah.
You got some connections. What amazes me, too, riding through the parade, which I've done a couple of times, too, I cannot believe how many deep people are on each side of the street as you make your way down through Lone Rock. It gets well attended, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets pretty busy, those few blocks. So it's, not a long parade, so they're just all condensed in those few blocks, and it's always a great time.
So people can register then, and the parade steps off at 11, it looks like, again.
Yes, yep. And then right after the parade, I know personally for years, right after the parade, we'd always go and head down and get some barbecue chicken from down at the fire department. The EMS is cooking the chicken this year. And then we also have the First Lutheran Church making their chicken, and that will be down at Fireman's Park. So there's two places to get it. So that's always good, and very, just building up those different organizations in the community that help out and are always pitching in. I know the churches take turns each year who's doing it, so they get the benefit from that, and then the EMS always does a fantastic job, and the fire department there, they always help out and want to do that. And I know, hey, and they're always looking for help too. So if anybody, can help out, I know, any sort of outreach or support or get involved.
No doubt. I've nibbled on chicken at both locations, and it's good stuff, no doubt. Everybody loves a good chicken barbecue, and then, small town eating chicken on the 4th of July. Doesn't get any more American than that, does it?
Right.
And what about the rest of the day then? You got more stuff going on after the parade, don't you?
Yes. Let's see. So then, if you want barbecue chicken, or also the concession stand will open back up at noon, and that'll be open all night. And then at noon also we have Prutch's Prairieland Critters and Petting Zoo. They were there last year, and it was so fun. There was so many different fun animals that you don't normally see at a petting zoo. Like there was a giant tortoise and a camel and hedgehogs, and just so many fun little creatures and hands-on for the kids, and it was really great. So
it is certainly a family event, so bring the kiddos.
Yes. Yes, for sure. And then we also have the sand wrestling starting at 1:00 that day. There is a sign up. You can find that on our Facebook page as well, or if you go to Top Dog Wrestling, you can get more information there. But
how about it? Stetson is here for a reason. Let's ask him about it.
Yeah. So
Stetson Clary.
I run a wrestling club called Top Dogs Wrestling out of Richland Center. We're on Court Street at the Gymboree, and we're hosting a little event, sand wrestling, down at Fireman's Park. And Like Angela said, it starts at 1. There's a sign up. There's a link. It's on the flyer. You'll see a flyer floating around. Otherwise, it's on Facebook, on Top Dogs Wrestling, the Facebook page. And what I really want to talk about is there's an old timers division or I can't really say old timers division because there's some younger guys that are going to sign up too. But an open division that everybody can sign up. I hope there's going to be some local guys that can test their ability out there on the sand, and hopefully we can bring a big crowd out there.
So, have you done this before?
No, this is the first year that we're going to do this.
Okay. Where did you get the idea?
There's been a few sand wrestling tournaments around the area. I've been to a few. There was one way back in the day in Blue River, and then La Crosse holds one here now and then. And then, Angela was looking for events to go on at the Lone Rock celebration, and so I was like, well, we could do this. And I was like, well, let's bring the sand wrestling tournament.
So do you have it mapped out like the length or width of a wrestling mat, or how does it work?
Yeah, so we're gonna put some pool noodles attached to a string, and they'll be staked down in the sand, dug down deep enough where you won't kind of hit them.
Okay.
But yeah, there'll be a circle out there, and there's a little bit of a different rule set, so it's not exactly wrestling. The first to 5 points, a high amplitude throw would be 5 points. A smaller throw or a feet to back takedown would be 3 points. An out of bounds or a step out would be 1 point. And a major body part to the ground or a simple takedown is just 1 point. Yeah.
So do you weigh in?
No, it's going to be an honor system weigh-ins.
Okay.
I will have a scale there, so if you write down 100 pounds and you're obviously 200 pounds, I will ask you to step on the scale.
So it's kind of an honor system.
It is an honor system.
Oh, my goodness. So you're going to have weight classes then?
I will have weight classes. I'll bunch up the closest group, and I'll make a round-robin bracket out of it.
That should be fun. And when you say old timers too, it could be any age, but if I go in there and I'm 50 years old and I wrestle an 18-year-old, I suppose that could happen, right?
Yes. I have it as an open division, as in anybody can enter that. I'm hoping some of my bigger high schooler kids will even challenge some of the adults, and I hear that the old school style of wrestling is better than the new style school of wrestling, but I don't know. I think some of these high schoolers will step up and make a real challenge out of it.
I'm sure they will. So that's again, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And what about women? Will they be a part of it too if they'd like?
Yes, if I have enough women or girls, I will make a bracket specifically for the women or the girls that show up.
Okay. And then what about the sand? You're going to probably have it in your ears and eyes?
There will be sand where you don't really want sand, but it'll definitely be fun. I'm sure that there will be something to do with the firemen will be out there. We can hose off a little bit.
There's a splash pad.
There's a splash pad right there.
Yeah, good idea. That could be your next stop after the match then, right?
Exactly.
So you're going to give out some medals for the top dogs or not?
There will be a prize. That's gonna be a surprise though.
Oh, okay. We'll just have to wait and see. I certainly don't want to be a part of it, but I would like to watch it. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
Yes, definitely bring a lawn chair, set up there. We should be out there for a little bit. The school age divisions, the elementary and the junior high and the high school, they'll all start right at 1 o'clock, and right after that gets done, that's when the open division will start.
Okay. What about some other things going on, Angela? Some other fun that afternoon at Lone Rock?
Let's see. We also we'll have the DJ will be back on Friday, so he'll be there Thursday and Friday, and that's always a good time. He's been doing that for quite a few years, and Doc's DJ, he has a fun game, Tuningo. That's always, and that's free to play, and there are prizes, so that's always a fun time. And then we also will have some raffles going on. There'll be meat paddles And we have raffle tickets available for sale. You can get those ahead of the event, or you can get them at the event as well. There are a few different various places that they are selling those. If I can pull up the list here, but so a few in Spring Green, the gas stations, and
some other locations.
yes,
Or committee members, I'm sure, have them
yep,
as well.
committee members. I have a couple here with me today. Hint, hint, Phil. No. And let's see here. Otherwise, so lots of prizes. We have lots of cash prizes. Who doesn't like cash? So there'll be lots of that. The top prize is $500, and then we have several $100 prizes, and we also have a commemorative autographed Green Bay Packer football, which is awesome. Tickets to American Players Theater, House on the Rock, Mount Olympus, Evans Flooring install, some other miscellaneous like frying pans and Culver's Butterburgers for a year, and different Nightmares baseball tickets, Mallards tickets, just some fun baskets and blankets and gift certificates and all sorts of things. So, yeah.
Sounds like you're real set there, and a lot of great prizes. The money raised, that goes, I'm sure, right back into the celebration, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So with the money raised, well, first we need to raise money for the fireworks. So that's our biggest expense. And then also just to get that the concession stand up and running and getting all of that ready. And then with any of the money that's left, any of the profit that's left from the event itself will be just special projects throughout the community. I know we are working on getting a sign out in front of the community building in Lone Rock. Right now, if you've been there, it's just kind of, if you don't know where it's at, and you're going to drive right by it, and there's no sign, there's nothing. But and also in the past, they've done some major remodeling in the concession stand. They did that a few years ago, and some new like crock pots and things, or just different warmers just to replace the old ones, and just really kind of just making it a better place for everybody and all those people that volunteer their time and help out. Like, let's make it nicer and more efficient for them and for everybody that's coming down. So
the fireworks at dusk, and I must say, a lot of people say that how can a small town put on that great of a show, but you guys do every year.
Yeah, so it's really everybody that's donating. That's how we're raising the money, and that's how we do it. I know if you go on our website, again, you can see that full donor list. There's quite a few. I know like Cardinal Glass every year gives a substantial amount, and we have several community members and different organizations in the community and surrounding areas that donate. So it's really awesome to just see everybody come together and just for a good time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Great
celebration. Yeah, and a lot of things going on. Looks like you've got, again, some of the old stuff. You got some new ideas, which I think is important too, Angela.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. This year for the parade, we have our Grand Marshal, which is the Creasy family, Sandy, Leroy, and Mary Jo. Sandy is on our committee, and her husband Leroy helps out quite a bit stocking, just for all the food service related things, just stocking and getting everything prepared and ready. So they do a phenomenal job, and they're on so many different committees throughout the community, like the Historical Society and the Women's Auxiliary and just countless others, the Splash Pad Committee and all these things. So just really well deserving of that family. But
great choice.
Yes.
And Stetson, certainly this is going to be a fun event for you coming up. Again, how can people sign up if they want to be a part of the sand wrestling?
Yes, there's a Google form floating around. Fill out the Google form, and all of that information will get dropped in, and then we'll have some time to create brackets right before the event.
Okay.
And you can find that on the Top Dog Wrestling page, and it's also linked over on the 4th of July, or the Lone Rock 4th of July Facebook page as well.
Yeah, so the 4th of July, the website, and also the Facebook page, the 4th of July Facebook page and the Top Dogs Wrestling Facebook page.
Yes.
Doing a lot of wrestling this summer as well?
Yeah, I got 6 or 7 tournaments that I got some guys going to. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Keep things going. All over the state of Wisconsin. We were up north last weekend at the Rocket Rumble, and that was a great event outdoors. It was out on a baseball field.
Really?
I think they had 20 mats going. They also had Old Timers division there. That was pretty fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. You didn't get involved, though.
I did not get involved. I had too many kids to coach.
My son being one of those.
Oh, okay. Priorities, right? And then you and I talked off the air, but the wrestling rule changes too. So that'll be interesting for the upcoming school year if that goes through, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So looking forward to that, and just going to I got to get the new terminology, qualifiers, right?
Yes. They have no regionals anymore this year, so now they're going. They call it the state qualifiers, and then they have the state tournament.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to teach these old dogs the right things to say.
Yes.
We'll have to learn that on the fly. Well, good luck with your events. I hope it goes really well. Anything else either of you'd like to add this morning?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for everyone that's supported in the past and everyone that is coming out and going to have a great time this year. And everyone on our committee. So I'm just going to name those off here. So my husband is helping with the grounds, and then Tammy Reno, she helps out with the parade, and I mentioned Sandy Creasy with the food service, and then we have Lisa Evans. Oh, we didn't talk about the market. No, we did talk about the marketplace.
Yep.
Lisa Evans is heading that up, and then Mary Litviak, she helps out a ton with marketing and just keeping us all organized and on track. And then we have Adam Reno from the Lone Rock Fire Department, and he's also involved with the Old Timers game and the fireworks and the parade, and just however he can help out. So we have, let's see, who else do I have here? And then working in the concession stand, we will have the Mahoney family from Barons Brooks. They help out every year, and so much appreciated. And then we have the Buena Vista Lions Club, which my husband and I are a part of. And so we talk them into coming down and helping us. They'll be helping us on Thursday. But hey, if anyone wants to help out on Friday, you're more than welcome. Get a hold of me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can always use volunteers, right?
Oh, yeah. And that just makes it easier, and it's for everybody involved, and so there's not too much pressure. And it's a holiday, and so it's all about having fun too. So we like to have fun.
Even if it's helping with the parade, getting people, to park where they're supposed to, and
right.
Line up
or hey, we are gonna have a couple of bouncy houses. Thunder Showers is going to bring down a big slide and another bouncy house thing. So we are looking for a couple people to man those, or hey, we can always use more people in the concession stand. So
yeah,
but
takes a village to.
It sure
put on a
does.
celebration
It
in
sure
the village.
does. Yes. So it's great to be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, you guys. Yeah, good luck. So you can get your rest this week, and then coming up next Thursday, hit the ground running then, right?
Oh, yes.
4th of July celebration in Lone Rock. Thursday, July 3rd, Friday, July 4th next weekend. Thanks to Stetson Clary from Top Dogs Wrestling, and also the chairperson of the Lone Rock event, Angela Larson, on this portion of the morning show.